Hi guys. So, welcome back to another vlog. If you can hear the rain on my car, I feel like I'm literally yelling to you guys. These past few days have just been a literal representation of it downpouring right now. I feel like I just have been in such a weird funk. I honestly just didn't feel like vlogging this week, but these are the moments that I want to document with you guys of like when I'm not in the flow and like how I get back to the flow. I literally have like a checklist of things that I do. I like to really just like focus more on myself. And so in these moments where I feel like I don't feel like myself, in these moments where I may have my period, I might feel super emotional, I might feel super irritated, I might feel like I'm just not like in a good flow. The number one thing that I have to do and that I know I have to do is I have to refocus on myself. Like, I can't blame external circumstances. I have to refocus in on myself. And one way that I do that is by waking up early, eating good foods, and honestly, just really prioritizing doing less. I saw an angel number today that talked about like your angels are encouraging you to honestly just like slow down in order to open up new opportunities. And I feel like that was really good advice because sometimes I go like a million miles an hour and then I realize, oh fuck, I am so overwhelmed. I'm so stressed out. And I really just need to get back to a good level base. I feel like in these moments where it is literal downpouring right now, and that's how I feel like in my body, is just like so overwhelmed. It is really good to like get moving, really prioritize rest, prioritize less screen time, and more just like being in touch with nature and the earth. Like the fact that it's raining right now, just literal, like it basically just means to me that I am washing away all of my worries and I am going to step into a new version of myself after this downpour. Can you guys even fucking hear me? I reminded myself that this is a promise I'm making to myself is to be consistent. So if you are also procrastinating something that you know you need to do or that you should do or that brings you happiness, fucking just do it, okay? Get your ass up and do it. Because I think that the most important thing about consistency is that in the moments where you don't want to do something, you still fucking do it. So I put a little makeup on. I felt a little bit better about myself. I just really want to take good care of myself tonight. And I did as much work as I could today. But there is a moment where you do have to shut the computer and be like, you know what? I need to do something for myself.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little like cinematic intro. I've been working really hard. I got my retainer in. I've been working really hard in Final Cut Pro to navigate it, learn it, so just bear with me. When I feel really stressed out, I feel like there are like a few go-to things that I do. When I'm about to burn out, I feel like I know I am because I'm spending so much time on my phone scrolling, like I'm just living on autopilot and I'm not really being aware of like, oh my God, I need to really slow down. And this is the reason why I'm so grateful that I am spiritual and like feel like I'm surrounded by my guardian angels, is because I think it's really important to be self-aware enough to know when you are not being the best version of yourself. And that might look like waking up late. I was thinking about this on my walk today, and I was like, I don't need to turn on a podcast. Let me just literally be in nature right now without any external noise filtering in my brain. How often do you go throughout an entire day and not like take time for yourself, like without you on your phone scrolling on Instagram? And I just think that's why journaling is so important. It's why I'm creating my own journal. I just think it is so important to literally just check in with yourself. Because like if you don't, you could be living days, months, years on autopilot. For me, like sometimes that happens, but I feel like I have that self-awareness to always come back to myself. But there are a few things that I do to kind of get like unstuck or like really help to feel like myself again on those days that you might be on your period, or on those days where you're just not feeling it, or you might be going through something emotional, whatever it might be. Like for me, it's really just shifting the focus to myself. So like whatever is bothering me in that moment, if it's external stress, whatever it might be, I shift the focus to myself and I really just like up the self-care. It is literally a full-time job to take care of yourself, because you just take the time to do these little habits. They really pay off. And this is like so relevant because like I have been having like kind of a shitty past few days, and just like coming back to myself in these moments, I felt like it was important to document this. Like these are things I would have done no matter what. It doesn't matter if the camera is on or if it's off. Like I'm doing this regardless. And I think that's like what I want to bring to this vlog, is like authenticity of like, hey guys, I'm actually doing these things. And that's really important to me. I think I've just been really struggling lately to understand like what my next step is in my life. And I feel like sometimes I like go in a million different circles trying to figure it out. But in the moments where I actually surrender and I slow down and I take moments like this and I listen to meditations, those are the moments where I get the most guidance, like divine guidance, but also those are the moments where I really feel like good things happen. Like, don't you ever feel like you go to like a workout class, you come back, you check your phone, like you get an email that you got a new job offer, or like something amazing happened when you left to go to that workout class? Like that happens to me all the time. It's the moments where you turn your brain off from thinking about X, Y, and Z and you focus on yourself. That is when the magic like always happens. So if you're feeling stuck right now, I just want you to know that you're not alone, because I feel like I have really accomplished so many different things in my life so far, and I'm 27. But at the same time, I feel like I've accomplished nothing at all. Like to someone else from the outside looking in, they could look at my life and be like, oh my God, you've lived like 20 different lifetimes. You've done a million different things. Like, how are you not proud of yourself? But there's just something deep in me that it just like needs to accomplish more, not just professionally, but like personally. Like there are things that I want to do. There are places I want to travel. Like I want to become this version of myself that I have not yet reached. And I think that I'm like always striving to get there. And I just want you to know, if you're listening right now, that you are doing perfectly fine wherever you are at. And sometimes all you need to do is stop, take time for yourself, and come back to yourself.